Hey everyone, so this is going to be a super basic video just on the chart, how to understand the chart, what it all means, because it doesn't make any sense when you're a beginner trader. So if you understand how to look at the chart, you do not need to watch this video. I'm not going over strategy stuff in this. I already have a video on that. That is newer, so I don't need to remake that. But a couple things to go over first. Your charting platform that you're going to use. There's a lot that are good. Some of the ones I recommend, the first one is going to be TradingView. It is free to use, so if you are newer to trading, please don't go and pay for a charting platform. You do not need to do that. You don't need all the silly tools on TradingView either, or indicators. That we are not using those. We are solely using support and resistance levels because they work and they're basic and easy to use and they work. So we have a high win rate, but I'm not going to get into that. Anyways, so I do pay for a charting platform just because I am an advanced trader. I'm going to be paying for a charting platform. I feel like I kind of have to, but if you're a beginner, please do not go and pay for one. But once you feel like you're at that level, one great platform I do recommend is TrendSpider. But TradingView, their advanced view also works as well if you want to pay for that. And then Thinkorswim I also recommend, but I mainly use TrendSpider and then TradingView. So I do solely recommend those two mainly. So the settings you want to use on the chart are candles, the candlesticks, which I'll show. I'm going to go over my chart in a second and show you guys my setup, and then the time frames that you want to have marked off are going to be, I said the 2-minute in here, but realistically, you kind of want to be using the 5-minute, especially if you're more of a beginner. So the 5-minute, the 30-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily. The 5-minute is solely used for my entries and exits. 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, all used to take support and resistance levels. EMAs, I have some EMAs on my chart that you'll see in a second. There's a full write-out in the Discord of which EMAs I use exactly. So I use the 8, 13, 48, and 200 EMA. These are not supposed to be used to be taking trades on. They are only used to see where price action is at currently. Hope that makes sense. There's more information kind of in the Discord that I don't really need to go over, and I'll also show you guys in a second once I get to it. So next thing, you want to have, I think I already said this, yeah, you want to have your chart on the candlestick pattern. You probably already know that. And then support and resistance, I'll quickly go over that because you're probably watching this video not knowing what anything is. So we use support and resistance levels to take trades on. So your support level is going to be where buyers are less inclined to buy and sellers are more inclined to sell. So once a stock hits their support level, that's mainly where sellers stop selling and buyers step in, and we see that continuously, and that's why it is a strong level. Resistance, same thing, but the opposite. Resistance is where buyers stop buying and sellers start coming in. And again, we see that continuously happening on the chart. And then volume is also good to use to determine when it is a good time to take trades, to make sure we are getting good movement and we are actually going to make that good move, because you could always get in on a trade and have it not move. And when you're trading options, then you're kind of screwed because there are all these different things that you will learn about later called decay, and your options contracts will start to decay if they're out of the money and the stock is not moving. So they will just kind of automatically start losing value, even though maybe you know the trade is good and valid. So that's where volume kind of comes in. So candlesticks, green candles are bullish. So when a candle closes and it is green, that means there were more buyers than sellers within that time frame, whatever time frame you may be looking at. Red candles, bearish. There were more sellers within that time frame than buyers. That's all that really means. You don't really need to use candlesticks to determine trades, just your levels, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to go over candlesticks because these kind of don't really matter that much. I just have them if you guys are curious to see, but I don't really actually use candlestick patterns all too much. But here we have my chart setup. This is kind of what it looks like if you've been in my lives and you have seen this exact chart. So here are my EMAs right here. They're all colored and beautiful, and me 1 second. So as we see here, we have our EMAs, the 13, the 48, the 200, the 8, and the 20. Why are they all mixed up? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so that's kind of how you, on TradingView, it's going to be a little different how you set it up, but you'll be able to see it. But anyways, right now I'm on the 5-minute time frame. So what I want to quickly point out to you guys, because when I first started trading, I didn't understand this about the chart. But within each of these candles, that means there was a 5-minute time frame. So between each of these, as you see on the bottom there, that time, 10:15, 10:20, 10:25, 10:30. That means within the 5-minute candle, it was only 5 minutes of price action. So these are all green candles, and each one of these candles, there were more buyers than sellers in them. These red ones, there were more sellers than buyers. That's all that means. You don't need to really base anything off of red and green candles. All right? Now the 30-minute, you get the gist. Can we load? Give me 1 second. Okay, you get the gist. Between each of these candles is now 30 minutes. So we have 6:30, 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, okay? These green candles, more buyers than sellers within that 30-minute time frame at that specific time. These red ones, more sellers than buyers within 30 minutes, within that 30-minute candle in that time frame. Okay, get it? We're good. 1 hour, 4 hour daily, you get the point. But again, please do not be looking at like the daily or the 4 hour when you are going to enter a trade. That will not do you justice. And do not look at the 1 minute when you are entering trades, you're in trades. Don't look at the 1 minute. It'll completely confuse you and confuse your bias because of how quickly price moves up and down in little increments. And the 1 minute candle time frame really points that out in a big picture that you do not need to be messing up your psychology with. So I think that is all I really need to go over for how to understand the chart and how to look at the chart. It is super basic. Do not overcomplicate it with all these random indicator things. And down here at the bottom is volume, just so you know. So as you see here, we got some big selling volume because those are red. Buying, and these are kind of smaller volume areas, probably in areas you do not want to be taking trades in because it won't move as much. So if you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. I know I kind of did this quickly, but I think I really went over everything that I had to for a charting intro and to make charting easy. I do not want to make this video super long. Basic, easy to understand. All the notes are in the Discord, so you can be going over the notes while you're watching this, taking your own notes, whatever you may need to do. But this is not strategy talk at all. This is basic charting information for you people and beginners who don't understand how the chart works. And I wish I saw a video like this because I think for a while I didn't even understand that with when you put on a certain time frame within, that means that one of these candles is only a 5-minute long period or 30-minute or 1 hour. So yeah, anyways, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.